I know this is kind of weird. It's breezy, and I look a little different because I'm out and about again. And this episode is brought to you by the beach. I'm going to swing it around so you can see what I'm talking about. Hang on. I'm finally here, y'all. I'm finally here at the beach. That is the Atlantic Ocean. Yay! So I finally decided to come out today. It's a little bit breezy. But it's a beautiful day in South Florida. It's about 70, 75 degrees. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Um, but yeah, you can see it's not too crowded today, thank God. Beautiful blue skies, just a few puffy clouds. It is a bit windy out though, so you can see the surf is choppy. They have some warnings out so people don't get hurt, but people are going to do what people are going to do. So, yeah, it is Sunday, March 29th, 2015, and I'm going to talk to you about what's been going on the past couple of weeks. I have a finished object, a couple works in progress, and I'm going to talk to you about a project I want to start for May. So let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay and the breeze is not too bad, okay? Alrighty, so let's start with finished objects. Different background, right? I'm not at the desk, so let's see how this goes. So the first thing I finished was a pair of vanilla socks. You saw I finished the first one before the previous episode. No, I haven't woven in the ends. Yeah. But I finished the other one now. It's just regular vanilla socks. Did these toe up again. Fish lips kiss heel. 2x2 ribbing. And this is the Patton's Croix socks in the Rusty Stripes colorway. Totally love these colors. Totally digging these colors. And added bonus, the socks matched. They matched. I love it. So, and with sunlight, hopefully you can really see the colors. They go from kind of a neutral cream color into variations of orange, nice rust color, into a beautiful green, bright blue, and they're all separated by bands of kind of bluish black color. So I like them. They're very pretty. I'm really enjoying Patton's Croix right now. They're coming out with they have some really cool colors. And hopefully I can get some more, but I'm not going to stress because what I'm noticing is the Patton's Croix prices are kind of going up, right? I mean, when you find them on sale at Michael's or Joann's, it's great, and I think we need to stock up. But I went on to Amazon about a week ago, and I was checking out to see if they had any specials on them, and they were actually more expensive on Amazon than at the stores. So I was not going to pay $8 for one skein, and I need two to make a pair of socks. So I said, nope, that's okay. If I find them, that's great, and I'll try and use coupons on it. But otherwise, I'm just going to invest in some regular sock yarn from either Indie Dyers or, maybe some Knit Picks, Stroll, or something like that. And at least I'll get better yardage and get a better price. So, my one finished object for this week. So there's that. But I am currently working on... Oh, so those were my March socks. So I'm currently working on March sock number 2. And I'm doing it using Lion Brand Sock Ease in the Sour Ball colorway. So you can see beautiful shades of green, purple, orange, and a little bit of brown. And so this is where I am right now. Again, toe up. Ooh, this is blowing out the color. Toe up, I've done my fish lips kiss heel. These are gonna be oh, okay, sorry about that. Had a little wardrobe malfunction, as they say. You can see a little bit more sand on the surface here. Sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, these are going to be ankle socks. As you can see, I finished the heel, and I've done maybe about an inch and a half. Yeah, inch and a half from the heel, and then I've started the ribbing. I'm about a half an inch on the ribbing. Have another half an inch to go, and then I'll bind off. So it's nice for some cute little ankle socks. Now, this is the first one. Obviously, I'm not going to finish these two in March, but I'll finish it in the first couple of days of April. So I'll still count them as March socks. This is the Chow needles, fixed circular needles, US 0. Previous socks were done on US 1 because the patent square socks is pretty thick. It is fingering weight, but it's really thick fingering weight. This Lion brand is a bit thinner, so that's why I'm using size 0 needles. So that'll be done by the next episode. So hang on. My next project is my Salix shawl. I'm still working on that for the knit along, or craft along, I'm sorry. Of course, I'm in the middle of a row, so you can't see all the details, but this is the central panel of the shawl. I'm working this out of all Knit Picks yarn. The brown section is Palette, which is the fingering weight yarn in Bittersweet Heather. The green portion, the body, is going to be all out of Aurora Heather. Beautiful color. Very tonal, greens and dark browns. So it goes well with the bittersweet. And then the edging is going to be almond, which is a nice kind of cream color. So I think they all look good together. I'm finally making progress. I can finally see a difference in what I've been doing. So I'm enjoying it now. It's still a long ways off. Like I said, I'm not going to finish it for the craft along, but that's totally fine. I knew it was going to be a long-term project anyway, so not worried about that. Let me show you the paperwork. Again, remember the Salix shawl from Knit Picks. You can get to it through Ravelry, or just go to knitpicks.com and look at their pattern listing. So I'm working this on US size 5, 3.75 millimeter needles, circular needle, because that's the the longest ones I had. So it's coming along great. I'm enjoying it, and I think it's going to be beautiful when it's done. What I found since I've been working on both the shawl and socks is that I've needed to have a little case of, what do you call that? Like little things that you need, miscellaneous things that you need for working on projects. I found this tin it came in a box of tea that we bought at the store. And I found it by accident in one of my purses and just thought, you know what, this could fit some of those miscellaneous things that I need. So I ended up putting in there a couple of things. Oops, glare. Let me turn it this way. So I have a tape measure. I have a darning. Can you even see that? A darning needle. Let me move this because it's glaring. I was using my 9-inch circulars for the socks, but they turned out to be kind of fiddly. So I just left it in there. I'm not using it anymore. I'm using the circular. And some stitch markers. So actually I've been thinking about putting together a little, it's not really an emergency kit, it's just a kit of essentials. But I need a bigger one so that I can have, like a little pair of scissors, a crochet hook, and some other things. But tell me, do you guys have a little container like this that you keep with your essentials, and what do you put in it? Kind of things do you keep with you? So that's really all I'm working on right now. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a couple of books I got. So on to miscellany. I'm going to try and do this and not cover my mouth. By the way, update on the weaving. I'm still weaving. I'm almost done with it. Finally making progress that I can see on the scarf that I'm making. So I'm hoping by the next episode I'll be done with it and pull them off, wash them, block them, I guess, and show it to you. Because remember, I'm actually weaving 2 scarves. So that would be cool. Miscellany and acquisitions. I did get a couple of things from Woolery this week. I got an extra bobbin for my spinning wheel. I don't have it with me, but I got an extra bobbin for my spinning wheel, so now I can do an actual 3-ply yarn. So that's great. And then I also got a reed for the loom. Now remember, I have a rigid head loom, so I was having issues with it staying in the up position when I tried to weave, plain weave. And so since I've been playing around with different patterns and coming up with different ideas for things I want to weave, I decided to invest in a 10-dent reed. That's not a typical thing for a rigid head loom, just so that you know. You just have a rigid head. I mean, you have one of those that you've seen on mine that only goes up and down. Each thread is in either a slot or an eye, I guess is what you'd call the other thing. So with this reed, it's all slots. And so I can manipulate the strings and create different patterns. So I'll show that to you on the next episode. I'll probably be at home when I do that one. But let me show you some other things that I got. So hopefully I'm not making you guys sick by moving the camera. And my hair is on some next level stuff, doing whatever it wants to do. So don't even worry about it. So I swung by Tuesday morning and picked up a couple more of the Chowgu red lace needles. This is US 1. What is that? US 1 2.25 needles, 24 inches. Again, red cable. They're still $2.50, so awesome. I'd gotten 2 the first time I got that big purchase, but I cannot do socks on just one of those needles, so I'm gonna have to do the method where you use basically 3 needles. So we'll see. I ordered some things from Amazon, some books from Amazon. Firstly is this one. This one. It's called Filet Crochet Projects and Crochet Designs. Here you can see by Mrs. F.W. Kettle. It is, my mom is really doing the crochet nowadays. I haven't crocheted in a long time. But she saw this in a magazine that we got and wanted to try her hand at doing filet crochet again. We used to do that together many years ago, and it's been a little while since she's done it. So she wanted to check it out, see if there were any cool patterns in here that she could do. And I said, okay, fine, I'll check it out for you. It's hard. I can't really show you the insides because I'm using one hand. But filet crochet is one of those things that you use to make doilies, table runners, those projects that you put in frames, tea cloths, very, very dainty projects, which is beautiful. I love the way they turn out. This is gorgeous. This pillow, gorgeous. So you can do all kinds of things with it, bookmarks, those kind of things. So I got that for her. Next is one for me. This is called A Handbook of Weaves by G.H. Olsner. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Now, when I saw this book, what drew me is the number of illustrations, right? So I saw illustrations and thought that meant patterns, like actual drafts. That's not what I ended up getting. So I'm not really sure. I mean, when they say illustrations, they mean actual drawings, not patterns. So drawings like these that explain what they're talking about, that's what's in here. So I don't know how I'm going to end up using this. I'm sure it's going to be a great resource. I'm going to be able to learn things from it. But I was looking for patterns that I could use to make items. I don't know. So just an idea of some of the things in here. I'm going to have to do some reading and see what I can get from it. But because on Amazon they're not going to show you what's actually inside, I got a little messed up. And then I got 2 magazines from Barnes & Noble. In the weaving realm, I got handwoven. Have you all seen this? Handwoven magazine. It's from Interweave Press, I'm pretty sure, for January and February. And why I was wanting to get this is that they talk about weaving tea towels, or just, towels, kitchen towels. And I wanted to see more about that. So I got it. They have a great article in the very back about baby wraps. I've been seeing a lot of people on Instagram talking about baby wraps, and this is how you use them, So I wanted to read up on that. I'd never really heard about the baby wrap phenomenon until this year, really. So that was a good article. I haven't actually read all the things in here, so I just wanted to see different patterns that they had. Have a design for a woven tote bag, which is kind of nice. Blankets and some towels here. Some polka dot towels. Summer and winter. Some more towel ideas here. And of course they give you the drafts for, and when I say drafts, it's the equivalent of saying a pattern in knitting. So it's how to string up your loom, how to do your heddles, how to do your shafts, how to do your treadling, and then the actual pattern of how to weave it. So that's what a draft is. right. What else is in here? It was all about cotton in this magazine. So that was the focus, the cotton and the towels. So cotton for hand weavers. What else? Oops. Cotton and the Industrial Revolution. Uh-oh. This isn't working. Cotton and the Industrial Revolution. I'm ripping this magazine to shreds. That may be all I get to show you out of this one because of Breeze. But go to Barnes & Noble, look through this, learn a couple of things. I think that's all I'm going to be able to show you with the Breeze the way it is. I am going to... What am I going to do? Oh, let me tell you about a couple of podcasts that I found quickly so that I can get this wind out of your ears. 3 new ones this week, or this past couple of weeks. First one is not new, but it's new to video, and it's Fluffy Fibers. She is, this podcast is done by Isabel. She was mainly audio for a number of years, and now she's developed a video to go along with it. So I think she's gotten like 4 video episodes up so far, and it's really great. I've been listening to her for years, so I'm really excited that she's now doing a video to go along with it. So go check out Isabel on YouTube, and the audio is on iTunes. There's also a Sockmatician podcast. That's what it's called, a Sockmatician podcast. And I can't remember the gentleman's name. I'm so sorry. I think it's Nathan, but don't quote me on it. He is based out of London, and he is video, so that's on YouTube. He is cool because his main feature is knitting. It is double knitting. I've never done double knitting. It looks super, super complicated to me, but that's his focus. He loves doing it. He makes outfits with it, or shawls, or things like that. So, and he's taught a couple of classes on it as well. So go ahead and check him out if you're interested. He also does tutorials on YouTube, so go check him out. It's a Sockmatician podcast. I think he has 2 episodes up, along with a number of tutorials. So check him out on YouTube. And then the next one is called Tea House Knits with Tina on YouTube video. She's based out of Seattle, I think. Seattle. I'm gonna say Seattle. She is really good at knitting sweaters and cardigans. That's kind of her thing. She's done a lot of them, so she has a lot of experience and can tell you great details and great ideas about how to make your knitting better. She has a great speaking voice, very comforting to listen to, and so I believe she has maybe 4 episodes up now, so go check her out. That's Tea House Knits with Tina on YouTube. So that's pretty much it for me today. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to sit out here, work on my tan, and maybe do a little knitting. I have to keep an eye on the time because I have limited parking. So I'm going to enjoy this for as long as I can. The seagulls are out and they are vocal. They are looking for a snack. So you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful 2 weeks. Take care. Have fun. Go out. And I'll talk to y'all next 2 weeks. Bye.